you were always a real good player, smaller guy, and got passed up on a couple drafts. And tell us a story about how that kind of went down. And you shared it with me before, but it'd be fun, I think, for the listeners, the audience, to kind of hear it, because it's you're the type of guy, when I hear your story, all I think of is hope. And I think of character, I think of heart, I think of all the things that really represents Viktor Arvidsson. And so yeah, tell us a little bit about how that was, and the disappointment, but then disappointment, like if we tend to focus on disappointment, we can never seem to move ahead of it, move past it. But you didn't do that. You kept moving forward. So tell us a little bit about how that all went down, and what made you so convicted that you just wanted to keep pushing.
No, like people around me, people that supported me through my whole career, and my agents, my family, my fiance, and everyone. It's been a long ride, but it's been short.
Yeah.
Like my NHL career has been really short so
Sure.
far. So,
Yeah.
but the way there was long, and it took a long time until I really got drafted and could
Yeah.
could move over and play there. So, but I I got passed over in two drafts, and first draft I watched from round 1 to round 7.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
No breaks or anything. And the second year the same. I watched from round 1 to 7 again, and I still believe that I was able to get drafted, and
and two, we talked about a little bit last night that you were on the radar as well. It wasn't like something like was out of a hat.
No,
that people were talking about you, and that you could potentially go and
and
both
there
drafts.
was scouts calling me during the summers, and
Wow.
and during the season I talked to
Yeah.
scouts, and
Yeah.
I was up there, but
Yeah.
I was kind of on the side.
Sure.
I felt like, and
Yeah.
but I still I felt like I could
Sure.
got
Yeah.
picked,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was kind of that hope that was in me the whole
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
in my family, and agents, and
Yeah.
fiance and everything. It was a long wait, and then
Yeah.
the third year I sat through the first round, the second round, and the third round, and then after the third round I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it anymore. So
Sure.
I head over to my best buddy, and I was walking over there. It's like 100 meters over to his place, and
Yeah.
as soon as I touch his doorknob, I get a text from my brother. You just got drafted. And I'm like, started laughing. I'm like, no chance, and like I didn't believe him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Thought he was pulling a prank on you or something.
And
Yeah.
then I open the door, and all my buddies just sitting there and celebrating like
Wow.
crazy, and I'm like, what's
Wow.
going on? Like, you just got drafted, and like,
Yeah.
to where? And they said like Nashville Predators. I'm like, are you serious? And then it was a fun moment, and
Yeah.
it was a great feeling, and I was very happy, and
Yeah.
it was
Well, I mean, Nashville, obviously, we talk about the scout in Nashville who does a lot of the European stuff, and
Yeah.
specifically in Sweden, is doing a great job. And the other part of it too is that we talked a little bit, before about how you've come full circle. So you came into the league, and you spent a year in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
From Skellefteå, and Skellefteå kind of seemed to want to keep you a little bit.
Yeah.
That whole process, because you mean so much to the community, and you're from around the area here, and you're such a good player, and then they finally basically decided that it was going to be a good opportunity for you. Tell us a little bit about that, and your first year in the minors in Milwaukee, and how that was.
Yeah,
you.
they had a chance to get me back, and they wanted to have me here in Skellefteå for one more year, and
Sure.
and that was the rules.
Sure.
That was how it was, and I really wanted to play in the States.
Sure.
I felt like that was my closest opportunity to reach the NHL, and
Sure.
we decided together that it was best for me to
Yeah.
be over there, and
Yeah.
and I was really happy for that. And
Yeah.
that Skellefteå let me go, and,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
got to pursue my dream. And,
Yeah.
and the first year in Milwaukee was awesome year.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guys were
Yeah.
great, and the coaches.
Yeah,
was
Dean
awesome.
Evison and
Yeah,
Stan Drulia and all
Drulia, yeah.
they do a great job.
Yeah, they were great.
Absolutely,
it
they're
was-
awesome.
It was great to get in there, and,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they were welcoming me and,
Yeah.
and all the other
Yeah.
guys that we knew, and
Yeah.
we had a great group, and we had fun, and
Yeah.
and the play on the ice kind of translated from that, and
Sure.
I learned a lot, and Scott Nickel learned me.
Yeah,
learned me a
Scotty
lot
Nickel.
too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
He was a great guy to talk to when
Sure.
you had a problem, or
Sure.
you felt like you
Sure.
had
Yeah,
a tough time on the ice or
Yeah.
something like that. So,
yeah,
but it was a great year, and
Yeah.
I'm really happy I got to play that year in
Yeah.
the States. So
yeah,
that was a big jump for me.
yeah. And then the year after, you make the team out of camp, or
Yeah.
make the team out of
Yeah.
camp, and start off the season. And they tell you that they want to give you a little bit more playing time, and they send you down after, what is it, maybe 7, 8, 9 games or something like that.
Yeah, around that 8 games, I think I played the first 2 or 3 games, and I got scratched, and then I got sent down to Milwaukee to get more ice time and
Yeah.
play games and
So
work my way back.
So this is. Do you think some of the experience that you had early in your career as being a smaller player, maybe getting passed up in the draft, maybe having maybe to reprove every single opportunity that you had, because you're small, because of this, do you think that experience of making the team out of camp was a big win, right? Because your second year kind of in North America, a big win. They decide to send you down. But a lot of players, they tend to sometimes get sent down, and they don't go down with the right attitude.
Well,
But do you think all those experiences that you had kind of built that framework around you, built that armor around you to say, okay, hey, listen, I'm gonna push forward, I'm gonna fail forward. If they want me to do this, this is best for me.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with that? And how do you think it was easy for you to transition? You go down to Milwaukee, you do a great job, and then sure enough, you're back up, and you finish the season in Nashville, play 50 games that year, right?
Yeah. I just every time I went down, I just felt like I know I play good down there, and in Milwaukee, I know I can really be one of the best players in that team, and I just try to stay as consistent as I could every game, every practice, every time I was at the rink, and in the gym or whatever. I was just, I'm gonna do the same thing every day, and I'm gonna prove to them and that I'm an NHL player. When I went down, I had a great run that time I was in Milwaukee there for, I think it was 18 games, and
Okay.
I put up 17 points in 18 games, and
Sure.
I felt like that was kind of my statement that
Sure.
I should play in the NHL. And
Sure.
I got called up and stayed the rest of the season in Nashville, and that was awesome. And
Yeah, and you told me something last night of what Dean had said to you, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, he said he never wanted to see me here again.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, that's so typical of
Yeah,
Dino. He's
yeah.
such a great promoter of
Yeah.
people, which
Yeah.
I think is really cool.